Brothers and sisters! Brothers and sisters! I don't know what this world is coming to!
Welcome back, people. Every 168 hours, it's the End of the Bench podcast, hosted by yours truly, H-Rap B, or you could just call me B if you're just comfortable with that. As usual, the plate is full. First and foremost, I want to bring it to your attention that on iTunes, and if you are signed up for Spreaker.com, which hopefully you did, and you get the alerts anytime I set up a show, I have a one-on-one interview with former NBA player and NCAA standout guard Alvin Sims. Outstanding person. He has Chicago roots, so my Chicago people, please listen to that interview. It's dope. Or you can even subscribe to iTunes, which you would. Go if you don't know how to subscribe to a podcast. A lot of people don't. Just go on your iPhone or iTunes if you have it on your desktop. Go to podcast. Type in THA space END space OF space DABENCH. The End of the Bench, the name of the show. Hit subscribe. Every time I drop a show, you'll get it there. As well as subscribe to the Facebook page. Hit like. Go to the group. Join the group. Have some arguments with us. Have a little fun. Go to Twitter. If you have Twitter, The End of the Bench. THAENDOF at The End of the Bench. THAENDOFDABENCH. And then you can also follow me personally at HRAP_B on Instagram and Twitter. Man, if you're listening via the link, hopefully you'll just hit the like button, join the chat room, talk some smack, and a little later we gonna put you in. I'm gonna open up the phone line so we can have a little fun. It's always good. I'm expecting a bunch of people in this week. We always have a little fun in the chat room, talking back and forth. Please don't just listen to the show. I appreciate you listening to the show. If you click the link, then you'll see how to get to the show. Then you hit like and subscribe, connect it to your email account or your Facebook account or your Twitter account. A bunch of people asking me how to get in the chat room. That's how you do it. And then you hit like, join the fun, talk a little trash. If I say something you like, cheer me on. If I don't, cuss me out. It's a part of the situation. It's sports talk. We having fun. But of course, it's that time of year where all the sports that most people are interested in. Some people even interested in hockey. I'm a little interested in hockey, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not an avid hockey supporter or fan, but I will watch a hockey match, and I've actually been getting into soccer. So I'm being well-rounded around here. You got a little boxing information. Canelo Alvarez signed a $360 million deal. You got MLB action going on. The ALCS and NLCS is exciting to be expected. Boston Red Sox getting beat down. I hope my man Chris listening. If Chris listening out in Baltimore, which I'm hating on Boston at all time. It's a very interesting series out there in LA. You got the Dodgers doing their thing as usual. They're the Dodgers. That's how they get down. But the with that being said, the Milwaukee Brewers are not going to go away easy. And as I say that, they are down in the top of the 8th inning, 5-1. The Milwaukee Brewers are losing 5-1. This is going to be, it looks like it's going to be a 7-game series. It looks like it's going to be a 7-game series. Exactly what we expected. Baseball, what's so dope about the baseball playoffs is it's not about who you're better than. It's about who you're hotter than. And at that point, we will get this thing rolling. Man, like I said, man, the NLCS is a very interesting situation. The Dodgers came in limping. They had bullpen issues. They almost didn't even make the playoffs, which makes them a hot team, which supports my theory. Then you got the Milwaukee Brewers. They plowed through the Cubs. Chicagoans ain't really loving that. But being a sports fan, I'm loving it. I don't know who to root for because, people from the mill, as they call themselves, people from the mill, Milwaukee people ain't really loving Chicago. What's up, Red? What's good? What's good, Red? In the building. Red is the first bitch one. I'll always love that. A lot of you suckers don't be trying to get in early, man. Speak on it, man. But like I was saying, people from the mill, they ain't really feeling people from Chicago, but we all from the Midwest, so we got to root against the Dodgers. But being that the Dodgers won that last World Series when I was graduating from high school in '88, and I predicted that the day that they signed Kirk Gibson, holler at your boy if you don't believe it, ask my man, Alex Brandy, Larry Brandon, or whatever. But it's going to be a very interesting situation. Y'all already know how I stand on this. At 7:30 tonight, the Red Sox and the Astros will be doing that thing. As long as the Red Sox don't win this damn thing, I'm happy. I'm not feeling the Boston. Hopefully I don't lose a whole lot of fans to Boston. Hopefully they'll call in and hate on me. That'll be dope. But I'm really not feeling nothing, Boston. I'm almost glad my son didn't continue with baseball. Just in case he'd have been dope enough to play for the Red Sox, I would have still booed my own son. Flat out. That's how I ain't doing it, man. But it's a very interesting situation. It looks like the Dodgers and Game 5 of NLCS is about to go to the Dodgers. They still on the top of the 8th. If they go to the top of if they strike out, if they get 2 more outs, there's 2 more outs, and this game is going into the 9th inning pretty much. It's, for all intents and purposes, it's over. Again, as long as the damn Red Sox don't win, it's over, man. Because if the Red Sox win, all I'm going to be saying is... and not the way Buster meant it. But we had an outstanding week in college football. There were a lot of borderline teams that did a whole lot of things that you didn't want them to do, which makes it even better. As usual, the rankings go only go 10 deep. I'm not going 25 deep. Don't nobody get the damn I know top 25. And if you want to look at the rankings, you can always go to theendofthebench.com, THAENDOFDABENCH.com, www.theendofthebench.com, and see the power rankings, see the NBA rankings, see the NFL rankings, see the dude who I highlighted as the player of the week, see also the old school player of the week, because again, I am not just telling the story of the player today. I am telling the story of basketball, football, baseball, and whatever players throughout the history of the game. People understand, before they were playing basketball before Michael Jordan. They've been playing basketball since Michael Jordan. There was a whole lot of people doing it. Tom Brady, you may think he's the greatest, but a lot of people don't think he's the greatest. People think, so I highlight old school players, and that was the purpose of Alvin Sims. That's the purpose of Rod Strickland, Kenny Anderson, and the other guys who shared their time with the End of the Bench crew. So I am definitely going to continue being a person who is a historian, a self-proclaimed historian himself. I'm going to continue to do that. With that being said, we're going to start at number 10, UFC. Y'all know why I like UFC, University of Central Florida. Y'all know why I like UFC, because they got a coach named Charlie Strong, who just happens to look like his name is Charlie Strong. If you don't know, Google the brother. He a brother, of course. And the dude, a big on the Cock Diesel side, and I'm old school. Yeah, I'm still saying Cock Diesel. That's how I'm getting down. I ain't with swole and all that. I'm Cock Diesel. I'm old school. That's how I get down. But with that being said, they're ranked 10th in the nation at 6-0. They have a very, 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 very slim chance of making the playoffs, and more than likely, it is slim and none. But I'm supporting Charlie Strong because he's a brother, and at the end of the day, I think he's a damn good football coach. At number 9, my ranking has the Oklahoma Sooners at number 9. Oklahoma Sooners lost one game, and it's a very close game to a big-time rival, which is the University of Texas. When you lose a game like that, you can't fall too far. They got down last week, and it's going to be a good situation. Now, at number 8 is a team that I had finishing in the Final Four. The University of Georgia, even though I have them ranked that low, they still have an opportunity to finish in the Final Four simply because they are going to go head-to-head for all intents and purposes. They're going to play Alabama in the SEC championship. A lot of people consider that the championship, the national championship. But I don't foresee them losing any more games. Kirby Smart got those guys on the roll, and more than likely they walked into the game with big heads and thinking, yeah, we got this, and that's what happened. When you got this, you get your ass kicked. Now, number 7, Texas, at the aforementioned defeater of the Oklahoma Sooners, Mark Herman. I thought he was going to be doing this last year, but he's doing it this year. He's taking a lot of Charlie Strong players. Like, people don't really want to speak on that, but he's taking a lot of Charlie Strong players. And if you know college football, you know when and you're hired at these big time universities to get fired. It's almost like a pro situation. If you don't hurry up and win a national championship, you will be excommunicated, so to speak. With that being said, he's doing the damn thing. He got them on my list. I don't know about the AP and all those dudes. I'm doing this my way. They are ranked number 7. The University of Michigan. Everybody has been kicking Jim Harbaugh in his ass, and all Jim Harbaugh does is continue to make improvements on the team. People made excuses. There are reasons and there are excuses. Excuses is, oh, my dog ate my homework, my shoe was untied, and all this. Reasons are this: we don't have a quarterback, and we were ravaged with injuries over the last 2 years, and that's why we were not winning. Jim Harbaugh has not been hit with the injury bug at the University of Michigan. Michigan is ranked number 6, and they're on the roll. Shea Patterson. I hope Jim is grooming another quarterback, because I think Shea's going to go to the pros, and then you're right back in the same boat. Speaking of a university who has a history of not having a quarterback, the University of LSU University, Louisiana State University. They have had one loss, but they are still in my top 5 because they have a boatload of talent. I love that coach. Coach Ed Orgeron is not the most popular guy because he's not polished, he's not tucked in, he's not squared up. I like him for that because I'm not tucked in, I'm not squared up. Coach O's doing his thing. He has a quarterback who was the backup quarterback at Ohio State, and he knew he wasn't going to get too much tick this year with the young boy up there in Ohio State. And let me tell you something. The man is doing a thing. He's 6-1. Notre Dame, my least favorite team in the history of all. They may as well take South Bend, Indiana, and move it to Massachusetts and make it a part of the city of Boston. That's how much I don't like Notre Dame. But even though I don't like Notre Dame, I got to drop them at number 4. When you undefeated, even though you win it by the skin of your teeth by Pittsburgh, you still have to do that. I'm gonna go over a little bit of that in a second. And then you got Clemson University of Clemson. Clemson, they got the big time offensive lineman. They got the new free-wheeling quarterback to do good, but I still think Dabo Swinney holds my man D. Bryant. I don't like it, but hey, I ain't the dude who running the program now and again. It ain't about who I like. I ain't trying to have a baby or marry none of these coaches or marry any of these programs. At the end of the day, Clemson doing the thing. And the dude who might be, I repeat, may be the best coach in college football, Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer won in Utah. Urban Meyer won in Florida. Now he's at the University of Ohio State University. And again, I do this every week. I need to slow the hell down. He's at Ohio State University. He's doing the same thing. He's already won a national championship. And look, you know you're doing good when you get caught up in a sexual scandal, and nobody's talking about the sexual scandal anymore. Everybody's talking about what's going on the field, which is they are 7-0. He missed the first 3 games. He's back since he's been back there 4-0. It looks like him and Coach Nick Saban, the number 1 Alabama Crimson Tide, are on a collision course. The reason I did this first is because I want to talk about the University of Alabama. Nick Saban has a injured Tua Monologa practicing. Look, you have the most talent in the NCAA right now. For people who don't know history, every few years it is a team that is on top of the world with a boatload of talent. In the 80s, in the 70s, it was Alabama, Penn State, and USC took a run with Marcus Allen and that crew, and Rozier and that crew. And then you had the U went on a run in the early mid 80s. Then Florida State went on a run, and then USC Florida and Nebraska went on a run. Florida went on a run. SC went on a run. Alabama, the U went back on a run. Alabama's back on that run now. So, at doing these runs, people have the most talent. And what I don't understand about Coach Nick Saban, he done forgot more about football than I know. But I'm trying to understand this. If you are Coach Nick Saban, and you have the most talent at every position. You got 5-star players